How do you go about delivering the money or food in that kind of an environment when they are trying to stay under the radar?
Well, there's a couple of ways that money is delivered. For the people who have bank accounts in Lithuania, for example, and a lot of Latvians, because they have modern Western banking, they didn't always, and in the beginning of the project it was harder. I write a check and it's easy. That's the easiest. There aren't that many of them. Some of the people in Ukraine have bank accounts, but for the majority of those hundreds of people, they won't open another bank account because they had bank accounts their whole lives, and then they woke up one day when perestroika happened and the bank accounts were gone. So I can't get them to open them. So for them, two things happen. Either we send registered mail with the money in it, and it always gets to them, which is amazing. I think that the communist countries, that they respect a stamp when something is stamped, and they're like official. Oh my God, I shouldn't steal that. So it works, right? Or we have couriers, and we have ground couriers that we will wire money to a bank, and someone on our team that we know very, very well will actually go and make home visits, and that's the best way to do it. And that is the best way because it brings them friendship as well.
Right. Now, two things I think of. Now, first of all, in your program, 100% of the money that's donated goes to these people.
Right.
How do you swing that?
It's not easy. Well, we have some very wonderful people who are, Chick Wolf from Los Angeles was my first contact of a person who actually said, okay, what do you need just to keep it going in the early stages when we had just a couple of hundred people? And he still is a supporter. So that helps keep it going too, because he's always there for me, and he's always there. And I say, oh, what are we going to do? We need to, we're out of stamps, basically,
right.
Something like that. I mean, first you go through your own pockets and your own savings account. Then you go through your mothers and your fathers and your brothers and your sisters. Then you go through everyone in your family and every friend you've ever met in your life. And then you start reaching out to the rest of the people. So that's really the way it's been going. It's all volunteer translators. Everything is done volunteer. Hopefully we'll be so big that we can actually hire some people someday and use a very tiny portion of the money for administration. But right now it is truly the only place that 100% of every dollar goes right into the hands of a survivor. I deliver some of the money myself. It's an amazing thing.
Now, one of the cool things that you mentioned is that when you give this money, it's not just the money that you're giving, it's also the friendship. And can you explain what that means to these people?
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, some of these people have never received a letter in their lives. Can you imagine? No less a letter from America. I mean, it's just as rare and as moving to them as it was maybe in 1910 when our grandparents, received a letter from America before they came over here. This is an amazing thing. If I may,
please.
I have just some. When I first started this, I got these little letters, and some of the people wrote what this means to them. Like, here's one. My name is Raquel Gershevna, and I actually have her picture. And she is 97.
It's great to put a face with it.
Yeah. This is she is 97 years old.
My goodness.
She was a journalist with her husband, and here she is. She was beautiful. She has these beautiful eyes, and I just saw her. She lives in a hostel now. Okay, like a group home. They don't have old people's homes or anything like that. So she writes to me. She says, "My name is Raquel Gershevna Friedman. I am very old. I received your letter and the money, and I was so surprised I could not sleep at all last night. I can't believe there are such nice people in the world. Now I am not alone." Okay. Someone else says, your letter for me is like a little ray of sunshine in the darkness. You have become like my own family. I await your letters as a gift from destiny. Can you imagine? I mean, I'm getting these letters going, of course they're not in English, but I get them translated. This is the one I was telling you about. She says, "Thank you so much. Our life is so very difficult. My pension allows me only to buy bread and milk. The money you sent to my address, this is life for me, for I am a seriously ill person, and although I am 88 years old, I want to live." So, I mean, what it means to them is just, it's life itself. I mean, first it's formal letters and, to esteemed Zane Buzby and friends. And then, like, the second letter, then I write about my life. And the third letter, then finally it's like, to my dear child, And it's a wonderful thing. So we've brought a lot of friendship to these people who have never really had anything, That's another thing. I mean, these people, I don't want these people to die without ever knowing an act of human kindness, because they have never really known one.
Well, it really gives you a glimpse into the isolation that they must feel,
absolutely.
that they can never truly be themselves.
No.
They always have to be on guard and always have.
They're still afraid. They're still so afraid. Don't call me, don't call me Raquel, call me Raisa or something, because my neighbor might find out, something like that. So, yeah, it's still very prevalent. And, it's not like here, I'm telling you.
Right.
It's very scary.
Yeah. Now, one of the cool things about this project is, like, is that unlike other projects, with enough money, you can help every single person.
Absolutely. See, there are so many ills that plague our society, like the hole in the ozone layer and cancer and this and that, and they're all phenomenal causes, and we should all help all these causes. But can we really cure those things right now, right this second? I don't know. This second, with enough funds, wipe this problem off the face of the earth easily. It's all solvable with financial aid. That's all it is.
And you've come up with a very special project for yourself. A month from today is Holocaust Remembrance Day, and you've set a pretty lofty goal for yourself. Or maybe not so lofty.
Well, I don't think it's that lofty, because it really is. There are some wonderful memorials, and there's one in Los Angeles that's an incredible thing, built by a wonderful man named Jonah Goldrich. And this is going to be in Pan Pacific Park, and the mayor comes, and it's a wonderful thing. And what I'm trying to do this year is to raise $6 million in honor of the 6 million who were murdered for those that survived. So that's my goal.
In a month.
Well, I don't know about a month, but I mean in the coming months.
Right.
I don't think it's that hard to do.
I don't put it past you.
I don't think it's that hard to do, but everybody's got to dig in and visit the website and just click that button and donate. Because if you could think of it this way, it's like those children, help a child. I don't know what that program is, but $1 a day. So do we all just fritter away $1 a day on a Starbucks or whatever, right?
Right.
$1 a day will save the life of these people and help them through. So $365, click on the website and you've done it, and you've saved somebody's life. It's just that easy and that wonderful. It's a great feeling too. And you can find out about them, and we'll tell you all about them, and they'll write to you.
Right.
So
you can really feel connected to where your money is
absolutely
going.
Yeah, it's a real thing, a one-on-one power of one thing, where one person like you or you or you or you could all go out and connect and really change the world, make a difference one by one. So that's what's amazing to me.
Well, like I said before, I don't put it past you. You are a trailblazer, and we only have a couple minutes, but I want people to know who you are.
Okay.
I want to touch on some of your background, because one of the other ways that you really blazed a trail for other women is that you were one of very few directors working in Hollywood for many years. How did you forge that path?
Well, I started as an actress. Actually, I was a film editor in New York City, and I worked on some of the early Beatles films and stuff like that, crazy thing. And I came out here with a rock and roll band. I mean, I have a very, very, very checkered past. Yes, I do. And then I was an actress, and I was in Up in Smoke and Oh God and all these crazy roles. And then I realized that I was doing so much better than my girlfriends, who were also actresses, but you're still only working a couple of times a year. I said, well, this is a little too passive for me. I know I've been directed by some people that really couldn't direct very well. I said, I'll be a director, because I knew the camera, because I knew film editing, and I knew funny. And the comedy is like having curly hair or throwing a left hook in bowling. You're either funny or you're not. And I knew I had that, and I knew I had the acting chops, because I studied it and graduated with a performance degree and studied all that stuff. So I was, did Moliere and Shaw and all that stuff. So I had a good background. And I'm giving you the whole story in 5 seconds, right?
Right.
And then I just decided to direct. So I called up Jimmy Burrows, and I said, "You're the best. I want to watch you direct." He said, "Come on over," and that was Cheers, and I learned from him.
And from there, you've done Golden Girls. You've done so many shows that we've
all 200 shows.
200 shows.
Yeah.
It's really amazing that you're using your talents in so many ways, and we're very inspired. We actually have to end our show now. But before we do, let's give everyone the website again so they can contribute.
Okay, it's survivormitzvah.org.
Survivormitzvah.org.
And please go and just check it out. There's a phenomenal letter section. If you go to the letter section, you will just be blown away. Each letter is like a movie.
Wonderful. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Zane.
for having
It's been
me.
a pleasure. That's our show for today. Thank you for watching CU at USC, the best college talk show on television. So we actually have an autograph.